Django does not handle background tasks natively. In other words, it will not run a function just a little bit later. Now, you might not be aware as to why that's important, but let's say, for instance, you sign up a brand new user and you want to send them a welcome email. Now, on one hand, as soon as they're signing up in that same flow, you could do it then. You could actually make the user wait to send that email before they are fully welcome. But this is a problem, of course, because sometimes email might take 3 or 5 seconds, and do you really want a user sitting there waiting for 3 or 5 seconds just so you can send a welcome email? No, you want them right into the service as soon as humanly possible. So the way you actually solve this is by using a background task service of some kind or some way to offload it from that single request flow. Now, one of the best ways I think to do this is with Celery. Celery is something I've used a lot with Django, but it's a completely separate process and it needs a database to actually remember what it needs to do to actually store what tasks it should run. This is done usually with Redis and a few other tools. Now, I've covered this a lot. I have a blog post on it, and I will talk about this at the very beginning to really set the stage for the package I created called django-qstash. Now, the idea that I came up with was, hey, what if Django could just use a service called qstash to actually help us with these offloading of tasks? Now, if you're not familiar with qstash, it's an Upstash platform, but the idea here is it's basically a webhook. We'll talk about that in a lot more detail very soon. But instead of using a Celery process, you can just use one Django process and then call webhooks with a similar API or almost identical API as Celery. All of that is for those of you who have used Celery before. If you haven't used either, I want to show you exactly what it is that I'm talking about right now.